Here's another tricky issue. Critics of US President Barack Obama are saying he's sounding more and more like George W. Bush every day. Yesterday, the president defended a surveillance program which taps into the servers of 9 of the world's leading internet companies, including Google, Facebook, Yahoo and YouTube, to spy on foreigners. The data can reveal the user's contacts as well as their location.
This does not apply to U.S. citizens, and it does not apply to people living in the United States. You can't have 100% security and also then have 100% privacy and zero inconvenience.
Secretly go to a secret court that produces secret orders, and then they collect information on secret, and it turns out on millions of Americans on an ongoing daily basis.
Look, Bob, I know you're the foreign minister and you're not supposed to, you're supposed to be careful in what you say about the Americans. But how Obama is standing there saying, well, don't worry, it doesn't affect Americans. Hello, over here, down here.
I would like more information on this. This story is just breaking. I've got a desire to know how it might impinge on the rights and responsibilities, the rights and freedoms of Australians. Beyond that, I'm not going to venture into it because it is in the realm of security and intelligence, and there's a long-standing practice on both sides of politics not to comment on that for very obvious reasons.
Will you ask them about it?
I'll certainly get a report on what this means for Australia and for Australians.
I noticed that Malcolm Turnbull came out and said that he was seeking clarification from the US. I would have thought that was your job.
Well, I'm in the same position. I'm seeking clarification of this report and what it means for Australia.
I wonder how we ended up here, though. I mean, more Americans would die from criminal acts in America than from terrorists, not to underplay the terrorist threat, but that's the reality.
No, but the answer to that objection is simple. Yeah. That is, if they can do September 11 with planes, they could do it with fissile material. They could have a backpack or suitcase nuclear bomb that they could detonate in an American city. We know that Al-Qaeda over the years has made contacts with a view to getting fissile material. So the reason for the heightened attention to security post-September 11 is that sometime in the future the attack could be a really substantial one, not just turning planes into bombs with the destruction of those thousands of lives, but detonating a nuclear weapon in the heart of a populous city. That's what this is all about after September 11.
Mm. And that's why the Americans do things like this, if in fact they do?
Yeah, the challenge is nuclear terrorism.
And is that a challenge?
The essence of September 11 is that it's a harbinger of serious, sustained attempts by terrorists to produce mass atrocity crimes. The ultimate would be detonating a nuclear weapon in Times Square. And that's why the American government is trying to find the balance between respecting the liberties of its people, and that's a major focus of the American constitutional and political system, respecting the liberties of its people and at the same time having effective measures to track with intelligence the people who might do optimal harm against America.